this survey was we looked at the organizations, the staffing of the organization, what were the top barriers, and some of the top barriers were youth recruitment, lack of experience, and geographic constraints. Women in technical roles were really limited. But the survey showed us strong willingness for training. 47% said yes they are willing to train, while 34 said maybe. But we are, the survey actually is looking at training women in the renewables with programs like Women Do Renewables, women in the energy sector, and what have you. So globally, women who maybe I'll talk about it in the next slide, but sorry. So basically, without
from Abuja State University. I'm here to present to you the needs assessment we carried out reviewing renewable energy training centers in Nigeria. So the subject is covering introduction, methodologies, and key findings and gaps we have identified and challenges, and some preliminary recommendation and conclusion. So introduction about us, Kaduna State University with our team, you mentioned 5-member team with our lead who is here with us, Professor Magaji, who has given me the honors to make a presentation on behalf of the team. And I just put some pictures of state-of-the-art renewable energy training center, which is set up in partnership with government, private sector, and as well the university. So the objectives of the survey for us, the first thing
the reason why we look at in Nigeria, over 43% of our population lacks interest. And mostly security and unreliable system products, even last week. But we have policies that are existing. If you look at the policy, it's mostly when you are talking about renewable energy, it's mostly talking about solar panels. But the renewable energy have a lot of potential which are on tap. The solar radiation, we have high radiation at time because we are in tropics in Nigeria. Also, when you look at the wind, both in the north and the coastal areas, even though the timing is there, and we have a lot of hydro power within Nigeria. Biomass is there, and we still have potential geothermal along the Benue tropic. And what we have to focus on what are strategic risks so that we can have a policy that look at barrier identification, practical solution, and how can there be inclusivity of disability. Here is a four of them to identify stakeholder perception. What are to analyze adoption barriers, assess the volume inclusion, and generate policy inclusion. Please not do so this is
this complements the research by the solar group because two parts to make the renewable energy society. And reason is a group of advocacy of renewable energy. We organize workshops, publications, seminars, and conferences for advocacy to tell people the existence and all the renewable energy sources available, harnessing process, and the way forward. And so the presentation is this format. Next, this executive summary, which is like the abstract of the work. Next, and so the background. When we talk of non-solar, we simply mean hydro. But in Nigerian text, we already know hydropower. So at times people don't look at it as renewable. Anything that can work continuously, supplying the source of.
From your survey,
Yes.
was there any points where you assess end users from JETSI? Those from JETSI that are currently using renewable energy sources?
Those from JETSI?
Yes.
So women and disabled.
Women, people with disability that are currently using renewable energy sources.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go to our
No,
engineering.
sir, we all understand we have.
Go to engineering department, get the gender and see. I know right from admission, a lady that have lower points is picked just to increase the gender participation. So when you are not there in training, how will you be given opportunities? So this is what is happening.
That's where the mentorship.
The majority of the problem that is happening, this is the fact finding we are discussing.
Yes.
The real issue, the ladies in the profession, all they wanted is to be the leaders. And this was creating the problem. You have to rise. You have to come up. Right from school, get Nigerian, go to any university in Nigeria, engineering especially, except to some extent computer engineering. Majority of the students, over 70% are women.
Because of loss of confidence on solar energy installation, essentially because of this set of people who do not know the direction solar panels should first. Because you know it's a simple calculation you can do using that. It's not how you do it. So you go to some states now, spend good amount of money. See some panels are like this, some are like this, some are
In this
yes.
disconnected them with generation. And they decided that they were going to solar. In fact, they got funding to invest in solar. As I speak to you, that solar has funding. I'm not talking about small investment, major investment. Donors brought in solar to power critical infrastructure. But today they are still part of the grid. So I just want to echo what he has said.
What does the gap analysis say about the major challenge of integrating DER, distributed energy resources, such as solar, wind, and battery storage, onto the ground? Based on the gap analysis, what do the data shows about the major challenge of integrating DER onto the ground? Thank you.
That cooperation between DER and the discourse. I think the synergy is not there. Because if we have the synergy, it's not that the solution cannot be provided, it's not that the integration cannot happen, but the synergy, we find out that it's not there. It's not there yet. We need to have that synergy.
Engineering skills, but it's about the hands-on of the technicians going down to the level of understanding all the specifics of operation and maintenance, installation, commissioning, everything to deal with with the renewable energy technologies, up till a project manager leading the project and the entrepreneurial aspects of that, finance aspects, how to manage a project related to this. So this is what we got from
experience and knowledge. Well, for me, there are a lot of things I got from the previous sessions. I can't necessarily pick just one and discuss on it, but pick a few of them that I think need to be at the focus areas. So, and I also kind of impute what IEA has done in terms of closing that gap. And, so for me, I will start with O&M because REA we really keen on sustainability of our project. Right? I
think someone mentioned sustainability earlier. I forgot which person, yeah. So it's really hard for us to see that we spend a lot of money, or the government spend a lot of money to do projects, and then we maybe after a year or so, the project is not running anymore. I think through EEP we have.
To add to what Dr. Jonathan said, there is a program that Apple launched a few years ago, Catch Them Young. They actually go to secondary schools from SS1 to SS3. They do programs called Catch Them Young, invent it, build it. Here, they kind of look out to people interested in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and then they give them a kind of a quiz or some.
I wanted to find out if there is anything you are doing to promote alternative technologies instead of just solar technology.
Of course, yes, but when you look at the funding, mostly it's targeted towards solar. And this is not because I really want solar. This is because the funders believe that PV is the best way